Bonnie's guitar is in the back of the stage.
Yeah, it's in the back of the stage.
Oh yeah, we
Gotta
know
say
that's
that.
right.
Oh, but the notebook said it was at the mill. Okay, whatever.
Did it? It was wrong.
Is it?
It is,
You might
yeah.
want to check just in case.
You know,
Oh,
it
whatever.
does actually make sense of why the ball pit has like multiple dead bodies in like the cover of the screen, despite the fact that has nothing to do with the game. Because maybe perhaps since there is multiple victims in the ball pit,
Yeah.
that is literally there.
I finally finished
The
doing
guitar is in
Freddy.
the past. The guitar's in the past though.
Oh.
I'm fighting Lullabit with a Popco's CPU.
I think it's in the past.
Yeah, and also it kind of makes sense why. It also makes sense of why the pit got like made as a story of like literally in the interactive novel when it says return to the pit, and it's like a retelling of it.
Yeah. It's true.
Oh, find something to fix this
Yeah.
car. Okay, that's the mill. I
You're
assume.
continually returning to the pit.
Yeah. The book is literally, it frames it as a sequel story, but it's a retelling of Into the Pit.
Yeah, exactly. Why say it as a retelling instead of just saying, "Oh, you see, it's the same story of Into the Pit."
I whacked my knee on my desk.
If they experience the shit over and over and over again. And it's kind of like a part of the. It's kind of like a part of the FNAF core, especially since it's kind of like a part of the core of like experiencing memories in a loop and not even knowing that you're dead over and over and over and over again.
Yeah. We got some bendy shit going on here.
No.
Oh my god, this is the bendy FNAF crossover we've been waiting for.
For real?
You gotta break the cycle.
Henry, you have to break the cycle. Break the cycle.
Gregory, we have to stop racism.
Follow
Gregory,
me.
we have to stop the cycle.
Have you guys seen the Easter egg with the twisted ones?
Oh yeah, the one poster.
Yes.
What
Yes.
the heck? Who's that? Oh, it's Dylan. Who knew Oswald the Ocelot was Oswald the Raccoon? This will definitely make headlines in school.
You
Okay.
can see how
I got
people still
like a
ask
demon rabbit trying to kill me. You're the least of my concerns, bro. What's he doing here? Whatever, I can't worry about him right now. I need to get back.
I would have
I
smacked his
do
ass on the
wish
ground.
that freaking Foxy appears in this game.
I'm so happy for loop theory because it explains all this confusion and the timeline getting fucked up.
Exactly.
I think loop theory, like playing this, I think loop theory is probably what's going on.
Yeah, exactly. It also kind of makes more sense of why the trailer also has Eleanor voice in there and talks about all
Yes.
how see what is you wish you get your wish comes true, and their wish always
Yeah.
comes true the way, but in a bad way that always leads in a bad
Mhm.
ending. For example,
Yeah.
Sarah wishes to become beautiful.
Also-
Oh, sorry, no.
Millie wishes
No,
to
go ahead.
die.
Because Sarah always wishes to be beautiful, and that's what she got. But unfortunately, it led to a bad ending. And she didn't even notice that she was dead. And Millie wishes to die, so she'll go back.
Yeah, notice all three stories relate to Eleanor in the first book, and that's the one where the description talks about wishing for stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Bro, I hit the fucking button! Okay, whatever.
Like, hold up. Let me find the trailer again. I'm about to find the trailer.
Although someone did come up with all cool headcanon that all the Fright's descriptions are like technically coming from her perspective and narrating
What?
them,
The hell?
and I thought that's a cool idea.
Yes, that's pretty cool.
Although people said that they don't believe that it's a loop theory because of Jake, because if this was really the case and that Jake was trying to free Oswald, then why doesn't Jake
Right.
do it human? And also, like,
Oh
you know,
my god.
Oswald has to work or has to save himself, while Jake
just-
kind of also gets
Sorry.
kind of sorry, go on.
Yeah. But the fact that Oswald has to save himself could be why Old Man Consequences says you're different from the rest.
Yes!
Wait, how does that work?
You're supposed to hold your breath.
Oh. Okay.
Now would be a good time to hold your breath.
It just clicked with me how what we found works within the games.
Finally.
Finally, what is it?
Hudson is in a loop.
Oh. No, I don't believe that.
I don't know
No,
about
listen,
that.
listen. What if Fright's games is true? Would that not imply that every Fright's story victim is in the pit?
I doubt it's every...
Bro, I hit the fucking button!
Like, I doubt Angel from Gumdrop Angel is in the pit, and I doubt, like, whatever her name is from Pizza Kit is in there. Like, Eleanor didn't seem to be involved in that in any way. Unless she's, like, the one causing Millie, like, hallucinations or whatever weird shit was going on with her.
Yeah,
That'd be the only way I can see her tying in.
Yeah, also, apparently the trailer says, will you survive long enough to make your pieces with the survive?
What?
Like the trailer talks about how, what is your most, or what was your deepest desire possible? It says, will you survive long enough to make
I think I might go over that explanation actually.
Oh,
Just like,
shit.
how else would what we found
So
fit in the games?
Wait a minute.
I just thought of something. Wait, never mind.
Hold
up.
on. Doesn't
what?
Gumdrop Angel start off with, like, Angel being, like, not knowing where she was, and then suddenly she's, like, at the start of the story?
Yeah.
Like, didn't Gumdrop
I thought
Angel
that was,
start
like,
with... Sorry.
I thought that was more one of those things where, like, it starts you off, like, in the middle of the story, and then it goes to, like, those what led to this, or whatever moments and stuff.
Oh yeah.
I guess it could be that, too.
I haven't read,
Kinda like
I haven't
how
read
Count the-
Frights in a long time.
Kind of like how Count the Ways starts with Millie and Funtime Freddy, and we only learn how it happened as the story goes on.
But also, Funtime Freddy basically says that he tried for all of the killing method, except for the decapitation. Says it'll be like his first time doing it. Which is interesting because he was already scrapped by the time where like 30 people were already killed. He was already scrapped. It's like a scrap animatronic. So it kind of didn't really make sense because we all just assumed he already killed like multiple people while he was scrapped.
Yeah,
But this
yeah.
But this could actually make
So
sense.
are you implying it's in a loop where Millie's tried different things?
Yes. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know if that's what's happened with Millie, to be honest.
I don't know. It could probably work because I don't know how does Funtime
It could.
Freddy said that this was his first time for decapitation,
Yeah.
but does not say
It was,
it's also his first time for every other.
I always assumed that the way Eleanor got to, like, possess Funtime Freddy or whatever was because the junkyard or whatever where Millie's grandpa got him from is the same one Eleanor, like, hides out in like, To Be Beautiful and stuff.
Yeah,
And that's how she came into contact with it.
So I'm starting to think that Eleanor probably makes Billy try multiple death experience multiple times, multiple death methods, and we're just seeing the story where like Count the Ways. It's like
this is getting insane, bro.
yeah, I know. I'm getting
Like they
insane.
said like they're saying that they were out here saying that this game didn't give us any new lore, bro. It's making me reconsider the entire way I
You know what?
Frights at this
Yeah,
point.
okay.
Wait, how do I use the guitar?
Also, the reason I was saying holy shit and stuff is because, I was going to say it's possible that the Oswald is alive, and that... Wait, no, that would make sense. No, it wouldn't. in multiple ways. I was gonna say, like, he is alive at the time Jake goes in there and announces that. I'm like, but that would mean his body would still be in the ball pit, which doesn't make any sense. And also, you know, that would still have to make it after, you know, after FNAF 3 and FNAF 6, and that doesn't make sense either.
Yeah, I think he probably just died in the ball pit.
Yeah, he probably
And
died.
probably the last line where it says, "Hey! Not long enough to make his duty with this come true."
I got her on a plush suit. Let's go.
Considering exactly that Ogle wishes that his summer vacation was really boring, so that he could just spend time with his new friends, and that's what Into the Pit gave him. The ball pit basically gave him a fun time at Freddy's.
Yeah.
But it cost him something.
See, here's the interesting thing. So, we're focusing on what this means for Into the Pit and the timeline, right? Well, is anyone considering what this means for the rest of the timeline, though? Because this would imply, FNAF 3 and FNAF 3 and FNAF 6 2023.
What do you mean?
So, I'm assuming that Into the Pit is accurate and that it's in 2020, then that would imply that FNAF 3 and FNAF 6 are supposed to happen in real life after this. And, so then once you apply that, then we get into the Tails versus Frights problem again. Of, you know, it's been super long since this happened, and then all that again.
Yeah, that's probably
Yeah. Someone even pointed out that even if you say that, Evan, even if you say that Edwin being 64 in the Mimic was a mistake and he was actually supposed to be 74, that would play, if we go by the game, Secrets of the Mimic implied date, that would make him a storyteller in 2028, and that still doesn't feel like enough time.
Yeah,
for
it really
everything to
doesn't.
happen. It's only 4 years, and I'm like, you mean to tell me that they made all the indie games with, you know, Steve or whatever, and to be fair, that could simultaneously be happening at certain stuff with Frights and things. But it's like, you mean to tell me that they made all of those, they made, Help Wanted, and it says that, and they were able to build the Pizzaplex, and have it be open for a couple years, and it says that since VIP says it's already been years, even though that should be before the storyteller, and you see how this isn't making any sense, right?
Hmm. The timeline's just fucked.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's fucked. It's just complicated.
Okay, but with I will say that I'm just happy with Secrets of the Mimic that we know what the error was between the storyteller and the Mimic story.
Yeah. It was a long ass time.
Alright, I definitely...
Could you just...
I think there's an easy way to
Go ahead.
fix this issue, and it's simply just Edwin returned to like Fazbear 50 years later rather than 40.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just a typo.
Unfortunately, you have... Yeah, exactly. But you know people aren't gonna buy that, right?
Of course not, because everything has to fit perfectly, right?
Because Scott can never make a mistake, right?
Yeah, but like he said that he like has like the timeline on like a dock somewhere, so
Did he say that?
yeah, everyone knows that.
Oh yeah, no, see,
What's
that's the
plotting
thing.
the spiders
It's
have
most
to do with-
likely, like, it's not that we're saying he doesn't know what he's doing, just that, you know, he made him or Andrea or whatever made a typo, or whichever writer wrote the story, and then that, you know, that made it through, and, you know, look what happened.
Yeah. Edwin might actually be 70 as well, rather than 64 or
Actually,
74.
minor mistakes are actually secretly a cover-up to like hint that it's not in continuity of the games.
Yeah, because one single
And-
continuity error in Tales means it's a separate continuity.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly, it's insane.
Regardless,
here's the interesting thing.
Regardless, with like the books and continuity and stuff, or the narratives told in those stories still carry over to the games, even if the books aren't within continuity.
See, here's the interesting thing, though. I was like, you want to find a way to fix that? And it says that,
Scott just needs to say he made a mistake.
I mean, I
That's
think
it.
Yes,
exactly
but I
that
mean,
maybe
like,
perhaps that the 40 years later is actually referring to
Trying
Secrets
to-
of the Mimic.
I was going to say that it's like, if you really wanted to... See, we were talking about earlier how people theorized we could play as Edwin in Secrets of the Mimic.
Open the door.
And under that idea, if that ends up being true, it would be absolutely sick if, like, at the end of Secrets of the Mimic, we, like, skip forward into, like, the future and, like a glimpse of the Plex or something like that.
Yeah.
And then, like, it states there that his age is, like, 74 or something like that.
Even with, like, it's just a simple error in the the years, because like even if it's 40 years after you know, Secrets of the Mimic, that would still place the storyteller in 2019.
Yeah, which doesn't work.
Which does not work.
No.
I'm honestly starting to think that Security Breach is just 2035.
Oh, okay, let's think about this. So, see, that's the issue, though. It's like I said. Oh shit. So, like I said, Security Breach can happen whenever. The storyteller itself, though, has to rely on Edwin's age. And like that person said, even if you do make Edwin 74, and that was the intention, that would place Storyteller in 2028, which only gives us... Actually, no, that would go for 5 years between then and Pizzeria Sim, which... maybe if you cram stuff, you could maybe
I think that could work.
But, yeah, no,
It's a lot better than just under a year.
I have to let my dog outside.
There.
So,
Like, I could imagine the indie games were made pretty quickly, considering Scott released FNAFs 1 through 4 in a year. So
it's like you can fit all the events in there. You just can't line up with every mention of you've heard these indie games over the last several years, and then in VIP it's like they update the Pizzaplex every single year now, and then it's like there's too many mention of it's been years, and it's been years since FNAF 6, and you know all this. It's like, but you just stop saying it's been years already and stuff. You're not making this any easier.
Pet the cat. Pet the kitty.
Okay. I'll say this. It's a stretch of the term years, but let's say we have 5 years between, you know, FNAF 6 and Storyteller, right? So 2 of those years, or 3, or whatever, how or when the the indie games get made, the whatever the indie games get made, the Help Wanted gets made, Vanessa gets infected, and the Pizzaplex starts getting built. That's like a year 3 or whatever, and then by that time, it's the end of year 3. The Pizzaplex starting to get like under construction. But by that point, we see in Help Wanted that it's already fairly underway, so that would imply that by that time, the Mimic shit is already gone down and stuff, and Frights had to have already gone down. So you can say 3 years in, that's when the Stitch Raid stingers could happen, and then the 3 years could line up with the nurse saying, well, William's been in here for years, and Lars saying, it's been history since we learned this thing, and yeah, 3 years isn't a long time, but I suppose you could stretch it.
God loves to over-exaggerate the extent of time.
Yes, yeah.
This has happened in the Silver Eyes trilogy as well, I believe.
Yes, yeah. And then, like, the 2 years could be the 2 years, like, the year 1 of the Plex, year 2 of the Plex, and then, like, the storyteller happens and stuff in the next one. And so then, the Pizzaplex has been open for years to update the different stuff. That could be possible.
Okay. Sai off to school. Sorry that I suck at this game.
Pet the cat. Yes.